Astrology is a science, an art, a language. Many, many, many moons ago, when a child was born, they'd study the stars right there at the moment, and they'd say, this child is whatever, whether it's an artist or a philosopher or an engineer or a scientist, or a botanist or whatever it is. And so the kid didn't have to wander around for years fighting who it really is on the inside, what its soul really wants to do, because the soul's pattern was known and embraced. We all have unique patterns. Everybody has unique patterns. That's why the exact minute is important. That's why you can be born on the same day but be completely different, because down to the minute it matters. For those of you that say, oh, the patterns or the numbers are off because progressions and whatever, there's a million things you can say. I'm in agreement. I hear exactly what you're saying. However, what's in the sky right now, it does matter. Those angles do matter. As above, below, as above, below. And because of that difference of degrees and how long, how things have changed over the eons of time, you can look at Vedic astrology because it kind of takes care of all of that. And I love Vedic too. So we could do whatever you want. We could do whatever you want. They both work. One is almost your will pattern. Your will, meaning W-I-L-L. I think that's Western astrology. It's a lot of what you will to happen. It's a little bit more of your capitalistic self. It's a little bit more of yourself here in this Western world. As wrong as one may say the stars are at this point in time, it's truth. It's connected and it's reflected, I promise. But we can look at Vedic, which is more about your moon self. Almost your instinctual self. Just another truth, a deep truth. I love that too. See, here in the United States and in the Western world, we look at your sun sign all day. Sun sign, you look in the back of magazines and newspapers, sun sign. And that is, it's where the sun was in the sky at the time you were born. But if you were born right now today, then your sun sign is Capricorn, because the sun is in Capricorn. But your sun sign it's your will, it's your soul, and who you are at a very heart level. It's the male side of you, it's the yang, the push, the impetus. Male side of you. But equally as important as the sun is the moon, the female side of you. That's equally important. It's like your instinctual side. It's just what's going on a subconscious level. That's extremely important. Your moon sign. Your moon sign. So that you have to look up. And that changes sign every 2.5 days. Okay. Next in line, or almost equal, is your rising, your ascendant. That's the face that you show to the world. That's your first house. That's your outlook, how you look at things and how you look at the world and how the world first sees you and your filter and your path. It's very important. And that rising changes like every 2.5 hours. It's a different sign. And every minute's a different degree. So then you have to know, because then that changes your Sabian symbol for your rising or your ascendant. That's why everybody is so different, even if you're born on the same day. And when you start looking at compatibility with other people, It's not just that sun sign. That moon sign might be calling. Oh, might be just pulling you towards them. Yeah, the rising too. Rising can do it. And then how far they're all away from each other and how they interact with each other. That's called synastry. Synastry. How one person's chart interacts with another person's chart and where all the planets are in aspect to one another. Synastry. And then you have something called composite. That's my ish. I love composites. That's when you take one person and you combine it with another person and you see what new entity they create together. I'm addicted to it. I'm not gonna lie. I meet somebody like, so yeah, what's your name? When's your birthday? What time? No, it's not important. No, it's no big deal. I like numbers and times, but it's no big deal. It's such an addiction and I have to stop, but I love seeing. And then y'all, there's a person or two, but a person specifically, I ain't gonna lie, one of the main ones that I have the biggest addiction for, and I know they got addiction for me, but it's okay. I don't have to prove it or anything, but I do have to prove it, because let me tell you what I did. Okay, so I just found out, I think I discovered this. I haven't heard of another astrologer doing this, so I'm going to intellectually patent this, and that's when you take yourself and you put yourself into a composite chart. You take your natal chart, what you were born with, time you were born, where your natal chart, the picture in the sky at the time that you were born. You take that natal chart and you combine it with the chart of the United States. Yes, the United States has a chart. Every country, city has a chart. It's July 4th, 1776, around 5:40 p.m. That's controversial, but around that time in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, right? Right. So you take that chart and you combine it with your chart, and what it creates is a whole new entity, and it's kind of yourself in the United States, and kind of what you were supposed to manifest and what you were supposed to do, the baby that you create with the United States, almost your capitalistic self on some kind of way. That's what, and that's cool. That's cool. Money, money is a topic. I love money. Money, we're gonna have to talk about money. There's just so much. I have so much to say about money. But you take those two and you marry them, and then what it creates, the entity that it created, the Venus that it created, is the exact same Venus in the natal chart of the guy that I'm obsessed with. The Venus that it created. In that composite with the United States and myself, is the exact same Venus in the guy's natal chart. He's obsessed with me too. He is. Exact same Venus. Do you know the chances of that? There are 360 degrees. The exact degree of that Venus, that's a 1 in 360 degree chance. 1 in 360th of a chance. That's a 0.007222. No. I looked it up. It's a 0.002777778 of a chance. 0.002777778 of a chance. The Venus of all planets. Venus is the love, the magnetism, the pull of love. Not to mention, it has to be a lot of Pluto stuff going on too. I know that. Well, it already is. It already is in the composite chart. But for that to happen, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? And so now that I know that, I'm like, do I escape to another country? Is that the only way to get rid of it? But no, that Venus would always pull. It's going to pull for the rest of your life. So what do you do? What do you do when you're compelled and pulled towards another, towards a type of job, a career, a way of being? That's what everybody's chart says. It says your way of being, what you're pulled towards, and it's beautiful. And everybody has a different pattern. So we can't put anyone in any type of box ever. We all have a beautiful snowflake. That's the purpose of life. And we're supposed to figure out how to like plug in this spark plug of this beautiful pattern that each person creates. Plug everybody in so that we're all energized by everybody's unique light pattern. Everybody. We have to utilize everybody's beautiful gifts. Can't be suppressed in any way. If we just let everybody be free, oh my gosh. See, the thing is, our minds are so lazy. A lot of information was taken, hidden, and so we're slowly remembering. Truly, there's been third eye atrophy. So we're slowly remembering and getting it all back, and it's such a beautiful thing. And we have to be really still to get it back. But it's coming back. It's coming back. Simply asking for it back. Knowing that it's there. Then things start to speak. Trusting that it's there. Ancestors start to speak. Angels start to speak. God's been speaking. You gotta listen. Gotta be quiet. And then after you learn your astrology and you learn your alchemy, it's basically what it is, kind of just knowing yourself, healing yourself. Once you do all that, you gotta let it all go, because of course there's something bigger than astrology. Yes, as above, below, yes, we are connected. That's why you gotta know that stuff. It's huge. There's some big stuff going on. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're talking about this galaxy here. There's others, and we got to get to Orion's belt and Sirius. We got to start studying Sirius. Orion's belt, we got to start. There's other things we got to study that are really speaking. But we got to do this astrology first and learn that, because these are true basics, especially here in this world. And we got to understand where we are right now. But then there's always something bigger. If you just want to straight use your intuition, or talking to spirit, or talking with God, or whatever your thing is, because everybody has a different beautiful thing. It's all God. It's all God. Everybody has their own connection and path. I try to learn from other people. I want to know their path. What's their connection? How do they love up on God, and how do they love on God, and how does God love on them? How do they communicate with God, and how does God communicate with them? Maybe what you say is going to resonate with me. Maybe I can take in some of that. Maybe I can share with you how I talk and how spirit talks with me. And maybe we could start remembering together. Maybe if we all combined. I love it when God talks. You see that one? Right on time, no mistakes. What if we all combined? That's what we're supposed to do. I keep having this dream, this thought that first I thought it had to be 9 women, but now I just say 4 powerful people. 4. Still like the women thing. I do, I think. But maybe just powerful. I don't want to put anything in a box, but things can manifest. Oceans can be raised. You can do whatever you want with it. The rain. You can do whatever you want with it. The lightning. I think when those entities combine, I've been having this thought, this dream, that there's something that can be done with our minds and our energies and our heart. I feel some kind of way about this. I feel like this is one of the things that we lost or we forgot how to do, but it's still there. I have a strong feeling about this. I have a strong feeling about this. So much to experience. For a lot of years, I was bored. It was hard to get out of bed. I was like, this can't be life. This can't be life. There's gotta be more than what they pushing. There's gotta be more. And I'm slowly seeing there's so much more. Don't you love to learn? I just love to learn. There's so much information out there. So much to learn. But a lot that we have to remember because it's been ripped away from this earth and burnt to the ground because of so much power we had. Ooh! I don't know if it's power as original people or power as women or power as, I don't know, but our power, there's a lot of knowledge that was ripped because I search high and low and I know there's more. And most of it at this point, it has to be from someone who will speak it to you, share it with you orally. But even still, I say, there's some great knowledge that you can get from within. I think something's talking if you let it. Something's talking if you let it. And if you get quiet and go somewhere quiet. No bashing of men in the patriarchal society. It's a beautiful thing. Just saying, the matriarchal is just as important. It's a combination. We all have to combine. It's a beautiful thing. It's a merging of forces of everyone. Everyone. That's when the magic can happen. That's when the magic can happen. When we all merge. When we, my mouth can't say it because it's bullshit. I was about to say when we become one. I was about to say when we become one. But that's not truth. We've been one. It's just, it's hard to feel it, but you can. It's easy to feel it. We're actually all one. Oh man, it's nothing like sending yourself love on the inside. Send yourself love on the inside. To your heart. Your stomach. Your large intestines. Put love in your large intestines. Put love in your small intestines. Back to your large intestines. Put love in there. Love, 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 love in your large intestines. Love love in there, put love in there, put love, 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 love. To your kidneys. Give love to your kidney. Give love to your kidneys. Give love back to your heart. To all your veins and arteries. All the blood running through your veins and arteries. Love. From your brain, blood runs all the way to your toes. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Pour love out to the world. Pour love out to the world. See the world in a ball. See the globe of the world, the universe, planets, galaxies. You're up high, you can see it all. And you send love to it all. Love, 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 love. I think we done did it. I think that was great. I think that was great. I think. I was about to do a poem, but I really don't feel like doing a poem, so. Have you ever seen my impersonation of a pterodactyl? Pterodactyl. Have you ever seen it? You want to see it? Ready? Yeah, you can't take yourself too seriously. I mean, yes, we did just commune with God and everyone in multiple galaxies. But then you gotta laugh, because laughing's very important. That's what everything responds to. That's what the other entities in other lands like. They like happy, 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 happy. They love happy. That's what they hear. That's what they like talking to. They love it. They love it. I mean, yeah, they'll talk to you when you're depressed too, but might as well be happy. They really like that. I mean, to really see other lands. Anyway, I think I'm done. We've done a lot. We've done a lot, right? I think I can go. I think I can go. Yeah. Okay, I'll stay for a minute. Let's see here. So I'm not sure how many people know this, but I used to do astrology charts when I first moved to LA. I did. I would do astrology charts and I was making money. I was doing it. I remember one guy in particular, he lived in West Hollywood. Older guy, gay, white guy, beautiful apartment. He had me dress up, come over and do his astrology chart, feed me good. He just really wanted a reading, but he wanted me to be dressed up. It might sound weird. It was weird, but nothing hanky-panky-ish, purely innocent. He just liked his chart read in style. It's true. And so I remember one of the times I was reading his chart and Pluto was going across his Leo ascendant, and this doesn't necessarily have to mean death, but when I saw it right there in that moment, I was like, death, he's dying, dead. And I didn't know what to do, and I quickly corrected it in my head, and he knew I wanted to say something serious, and I couldn't say it, and I switched it in my head. I made it make sense to me, what had popped up in my head. I couldn't help what had popped up in my head. So that's the thing. I might have seen that exact same aspect on somebody else's chart, but it wouldn't necessarily mean death to me. But right there in that moment, that's what I saw, that's what I felt. And I switched it to make me calm down. I switched it to a metaphysical death. So I told him there's going to be some type of metaphysical death. A part of you is going to change. Mental part of you is going to die so a new part could begin. I watered it down, and I watered it down for myself. I believed it. And 3 weeks later, I get a call from his neighbor, who was also someone I had befriended. And she said he had jumped off the top of the Hyatt on Sunset at the time and committed suicide. He was dead. Gone. And I was blown. I was like, I wonder, could I have changed that? Could I have said something? Should I have said something? If I would have said it, would that made it manifest quicker? Not? Would it changed it? Was it just what was and there's nothing you can do about it? What is that? And that's too much for me to see. I shut my computer. I was done for years. Really stopped reading charts. I said enough is enough. That was crazy to me. I wasn't really sure what to do with that. Is it written? Is everything written, or is it will? Combination, a lot of people say. That's what I lean towards. But I just don't know about that one right there. That same year, I saw a lot of things. I remember seeing like miscarriages for people. It was just, I was done. And I don't know if you're supposed to share that stuff or not. Even now to this day, when I read charts, I won't go that deep. I'm not going to be the one, because here's the thing. First of all, a chart is just read off of my consciousness. It's my consciousness at the time. And shame on me if I'm having a bad day. I trust and I pray and I ask to be as conscious as possible, but I'm human. And a lot of other people are less human than me, so be careful who does your reading, because it's of their consciousness. I'm not going to say people are less human than me. That was arrogant and wrong. They're way more brilliant and pure-hearted astrologers than myself, actually. Well, I don't know that. I don't want to be arrogant with any statements. I just want to be humbled so that I can speak as much truth as possible. But here's the thing. What do you do when you tell somebody 99 wonderful things about their chart and their life, and whoa, what a great year this is, and the next 5 years? You tell them one negative thing. That's all they hear. They will call you forever about that negative thing. They will talk about, that's all people care about is the negative. It's just what it is. Can't tell somebody I see death in their chart. You can't, that's not right. Or is it? Maybe it could be a wake-up call. I'll tell you what else though. You can look at a chart too much, and I can look at my chart too much. This is dangerous, actually. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to take a week off of my chart. Yeah, that's what I think. Not today though. Not starting today. Maybe in a week. It's addictive. It's addictive. Somebody in the future talk to me about that, okay? Maybe it's something I need to work on. Because there's no way I can really read my chart from a detached point of view. That's why I respect people that are like, I don't want my chart read. They just want to live their life. But also, I understand if you want to know some of the things that cause challenges in your life so you can better understand them and better understand yourself. Like, there's beauty in astrology and understanding other people. Talking about the depths of psychology, astrology. Wow, look, it is psychology. It is. Who was it? Jung used astrology. Carl Jung. There was quite a few people that used astrology, meaning psychiatrists, psychologists. They respected it. You have to, once you really study it, you have to respect it.